explain how Cain's descendants survived the flood? Well, sure. So when they say Cain's descendants, they mean the Nephilim, okay? So in Genesis chapter 6, it talks about how the sons of God, generally believed to refer to angels, how they interbred with the daughters of men, creating kind of this half-human, half-angel species known as the Nephilim. Now, there are people who debate whether or not that's what that even means, but let's assume it was true. If we do, okay, it says they were before and after the flood. How did they survive? So there are some basic theories, and I'll run you through them. The first one is that it came through Noah's lineage, through the DNA of one of the son's wives, that one of them was at least a descendant of Cain, and so therefore some of that DNA went through. And so you still would have had some children born like that. Another one is limiting the flood to a regional flood, that it wasn't the entire earth. I don't buy that one. There's too much evidence worldwide of a global flood, and I highly recommend you check out answersingenesis.org. Yeah, there's great evidence out there. Then a third option is a reemergence. They believe that there were more angels who tried it again afterward. However, I don't buy that theory, because in this passage, it talks about how the ones who originally did it were chained up as a penalty for it. So, no, I don't think so. I don't think the demons running around would have tried again. And there is a fourth option where Moses could have been mistaken, that he could have been mistaken that what they saw, just the really big people in the land of Israel, that those were Nephilim. He was assuming, because honestly, no one had seen Nephilim since Genesis. So how do you know? No one was around that saw them before the flood. And then there's also the idea that the Nephilim spirits is what it means by they're still around. But that doesn't answer the report of the spies in the land of Israel. And there are some weird ideas, like they all hid in caves and things like that. Or they were just really strong swimmers, things like that. So we don't know 100% exactly how it works, but we can trust that it was true one way or the other. So what do I say? I say I don't know. But if anything, I lean towards the first one, the DNA being passed through one of the daughters. I think that's the most logical explanation, but it doesn't have to be true. There could be something we're just not thinking of.